By the way, nobody calls me James anymore. They just call me Mr. James.
Respect. It's a respect thing. Sure. That's good.
With Teddy Bridgewater, you guys have a history. How much has he helped you? I know you went to the same university.
Yeah, he wasn't really – he came back a few times, but we didn't really, get after it, talk about much, around that time. But for sure, that's my boy, though. My boy.
Has he helped you since you've become
haven't
a
really
professional at all? Or no?
Nah, not really. We didn't really talk about football like that, I need to holler at him about it, though. I need to talk to him about it. Sure.
You want to talk to him about Louisville at least?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it, Ryan. We'll get to it.
There's a lot of controversy on the last play and the delay of the game. Do you remember exactly the moment? We don't know if that was in sync with the TV.
Man, we got the first down. I don't know about nothing else. We got the first down. Tuck kicked the game-winning field goal. We sealed the deal. We got out of Detroit with the dub. That's all I know.
Lamar, the offense has been able to lead go-ahead drives in each of these first three games in the fourth quarter. Is that, an important thing for you guys, and the offense overall, to have that late game success as a unit?
Yeah, for sure. Just to close out the game sometimes, instead of putting defense back on the field, having Tuck go out there and try to wing one for us like he just did. It's good for us. We need that, especially early on in the season. Because you never know what'll happen down the road.
Now, you're always good in pressure situations, but are you impressed with Justin Tucker? Because, he only gets to go out there a few plays, and a lot of times there are pressure. Are you
I'd be impressed in practice with Tuck. Yeah. So, of course, especially with a 66-yarder, it was like, man, ain't no way. Like, I didn't have doubt, to be honest with you. I didn't have doubt when he was kicking that field goal. It's like, man, I wish we would have got him more yards, if anything, to make it easier for him. But it was like, man, I kind of threw up like one of these and then look away. It's like, man, I know he got it, and then he did it, man. It was like, it's amazing. It's still amazing to this day to me.
Lamar, any surprise that you're leading yards per pass average and by a long ways? That was one of the knocks against you, but it seems like you've checked that box too.
No, it ain't surprised. It's not surprising to me. I just want to win. I don't really get into the statistic part of the game. It's about winning at the end of the day, and that's what we've been doing. So I really don't care about the naysayers about anything else.
No extra work on that, or no extra.
For sure. Like I said, I worked with Adam during the offseason and stuff like that, and Coach Herb, he stay on us about repetition and doing the stuff over and over again. So it can be like the back of your hand, and it's working.
Mark, when you're playing that way, looking downfield aggressively, does that lead to interceptions sometimes inevitably, or is there a way to play that aggressively without?
If anything, it'll probably lead to a sack or something, holding the ball too long. Not an interception. Sometimes you're just trying to make things happen. If you're looking at the clock, you get caught up with the score and you're trying to make stuff happen too fast instead of just taking what they give you. Sometimes you might throw a pick.
With Marquise, what's your thought process, as you progress this week in practice and then on Sunday, with the game you had last week, do you want to maybe try and find him early on Sunday in Denver, or what's your thought process with Marquise?
We're just going to play ball, do what he's been doing. We're not worried about, the Detroit game. It's over with, He caught passes during that game, he just mishaps, it happens sometimes to the best. And we ain't worrying about it. Denver, I know he's going to have a strong game, for sure.
Lamar, can you talk about your emphasis on the deep passing game and pushing the ball down the field a little bit more? And do you feel like you've made real strides in completing passes deeper?
I think we just been, our OTAs and stuff like that, we've been working on pushing the ball downfield. That was a huge emphasis on us coming in. Coach was telling us, if we get a few during the game, it'll help us out throughout the game, and that's what we've been trying to do. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but hopefully we be hitting a lot more throughout the season.
People that have been watching you since you come in the league can see the development you made to this point. What have you seen this year specifically as far as growth in your game?
Man, I haven't been trying to critique myself at all. I've just been trying to get better each and every day and trying to win these games. That's all I've been focused on, not, what have I did good, what have I did bad, just trying to win games, and that's all.
Mark,
Greg Roman said before the season that he wanted this offense to be able to put the ball wherever it wanted, stretch defenses horizontally, vertically. Do you feel like that has been the case so far for you guys?
Yeah, I feel we've been doing a pretty good job at it. We can do better, though. I feel we can do better, a lot better. But for now, we've been doing pretty good.
Rashod. Bateman and Boykin back at practice.
That was your question, too?
Well, you hardly overlapped in training camp, right? You were out, then he was out.
Yeah.
You saw him a little bit, I guess, in the spring and summer. When you watch Bateman, what little bit you've seen of him?
Great route runner, a great route runner, strong hands. He has speed, too, sneaky speed. That's it right now. But I feel he's going to be ready. He's going to be hungry and ready, though, when his time comes.
And what do you think of the Ravens fan who's getting the tattoos, the Tucker 66
That's
yard?
nice. That's different. We just got to keep winning for him. He said when we win the Super Bowl, we got to get that for him, man. I like that. I like that. That's different.
What's your, do you have a history playing out in Denver
No.
in the thin air? Do you think it could add to your speed in any fashion?
I hope so. But, no, I never played in Denver. I never been out there. No.
Lamar, it did seem like on Instagram on the plane ride home last weekend that you and Marquise sort of took a dive right into footage from that game.
Yeah.
Well, I assume you guys sit together often. I mean, you drive to the facilities together a lot, right? So what is that relationship like, and specifically on that plane ride home, what were you guys looking at?
That's my teammate, but that's my brother at the same time, man. We had mishaps in the game. It was things we seen throughout the game that he seen, things I seen. I didn't have my iPad, so I got my center Bradley Bozeman's iPad after he was done, and we were just watching the bad things we did, and we was like, we got to get better. We got to hit this, we got to hit that, because sometimes we might not get a second chance. But that's pretty much what it was.
Did you have to build him back up a little bit, or?
No, he was good. He was good. We're in the NFL. We grown men. You got to let things, go. It's over with.
Is there anything the Lions were doing that was unique in a way, particularly against the running game, that you guys have not seen much of, or were they just executing really well?
I say both of us was executing really well. They did pretty good throughout the game. We did pretty good throughout the game. But we were passing the ball a lot more throughout the game. We wasn't really running as much as we usually do.
Looked like you had a lot of success against their zone coverage. They were running a lot of zone. Do you feel like you're seeing the field better and reading defenses better this year and reading zone?
Yeah, I feel I'm doing a pretty good job at that. Just been a lot comfortable. Just growing year 4 for me. That's pretty much what it is.
A lot of teams, when they do handoffs, they don't really think about it. You guys practice the kind of that mesh point handoff. Really, is there an art to the way, like, to try to get those guys to hesitate and things like that?
The feel of the game, just feeling out your opponents and seeing what they do. Try to look the guy in the eye. You're making your read and stuff like that. Little things like that.
All right, thank you, Lamar.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks.